Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Boruto episode 289. So, last time we had some interesting stuff that gave me some interesting theories that I never thought about before in all my time of watching the show since what we saw in the very first episode. It recontextualized what that could mean. So, talked a lot about that in my discussion last episode. It's too long to get into again, so check that out if you want to hear those. We did learn about two of Ada's powers. One is she's able to watch people. Seems like over very great distances, maybe even anywhere, you know? I wonder if she could, I mean, her love power doesn't work on Otsutskis, but if the watching power does, I wonder if she could even watch them when they go all the way to their homeland, right? Or doesn't, like, is that too far, you know? Interesting. But I didn't really think about that before. But yeah, her second power is people, except for blood relatives and Otsutskis, just basically love her. Man and woman, you know? So it makes it really hard for her to know whether she actually has a real, you know, connection with someone or if it's just her ability, which is why she has her eyes on Kawaki, because he might be able to resist because he's gone through, like, a big-time Otsutsification process. Sorry, it's hard to say. We learned that Amado has augmented eyes, which means that you can't transform into him in order to pass biometrics, which is cool to know. I'm glad they covered that, and yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next. We're in it. We have this build up. We had the fight between Kawaki and Boruto, kind of like Kawaki trying to make a point that Boruto needs his karma. And then we had that moment where Kawaki wants to be able to protect what he loves too, yet he doesn't have the karma anymore, so he doesn't have the strength he used to. So how does he cope with that? We'll find out. Maybe some of my theories in my last video's discussion come true. Alright guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Little Kawaki running for his life. Sorry. Code. You're just mad because you're not special. No, at least he admits it. A lot of people are not straightforward with that, and they're like, I'm not jealous, I just hate you! Qualifications. This is a new thing, huh? Is that because of the manga chapter stuff, or that they're doing that now? They did that last episode too, right? I don't remember if they did it the episode before, but where it's like do a whole blue screen where it's like the episode title. That's cool. Is that their team numbers in the background? I never really, like, put that, like, noticed it, I guess. Gotta be careful of those cubes, man. Cubes be dangerous. Alright. Kind of excited. They're not gonna have, like, the Naruto Next Generations in the next name. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm glad it's kind of you know, realizing it's good enough on its own. It doesn't have to carry off the back of Naruto. Not that it ever really did. It's been very popular for a while now. Okay. Can he get his karma back through that? Is that what he's trying to tell him? Can he, like, harness the power of the Otutsuki within? Damn. I was kind of thinking that. I'm really curious how strong Naruto is, because he still has his Rasengan, and they always talked about how his chakra was, like, massive and everything. So he should still be able to do a lot of clones on his own, right? Hmm. I talked about this. I mean, obviously we know because episode 1 he gets it. But I was just curious what he gets it from. Huh, interesting, okay. After the last episode, I thought he'd be more accepting to getting one, but at the same time, it was such a big deal to get it off of him that just getting another one is a scary thought, so I understand his hesitation too. Hmm. Interesting that she wants the Hokage to be spared. This guy's like, just leave me alone, please. Hmm. So he can resist the charm enough to even, like, have those thoughts about her, you know? It's interesting. They're just drinking liquor, aren't they? I guess we've seen plenty of people drink beer and stuff in Naruto. Just look at Tsunade. I don't know, and even in Boruto we've seen it too. I don't know why I was surprised by it for a second there. Did she just call it a Serengan? Why is everything a gun? Maybe gon means like eye or something, I don't know. Does she have combat abilities? They hinted that she was strong before, right? Oh, I was. It was confirmed to me that her VA is the last episode I talked about her sounding like uh Satomi from Parasite, and it is. It's the same VA. That's really cool. I'm glad I picked up on it. Sometimes I am notoriously bad for being like, I know that voice. What's it from? And then never remembering or just being completely wrong. Oh, he wasn't talking to you, buddy. Just say sorry. Oh, Shikadai the man. Oh, man, I really like Kawaki because I feel like a lot of other people would like when they're angry like that, they would lash out even more when someone like pulls him aside and tries to talk to him like this. He'd be like, "What do you guys know?" and just like walk away or something. But I'm glad he like apologized because he knows, no need to lash out on them. Spar with me, yeah, do it. Come on, you're probably skilled enough to hold back, right? Maybe he's a little worried about being pushed too far and karma coming out. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's what I was worried about when he just talked about this. I was like, if Ishiki's power is there, can it still have his personality in it? Hmm. I mean, it's advantageous for Amado for Code to get defeated, right? Hmm. What's in the pod? Hmm. A little sus, but there was something about the way he said he has no intention of doing any harm to the Leaf that I kind of believe. But that doesn't mean he's not planning on doing any harm to the people in the Leaf, you know? Maybe. Like, if he doesn't consider Kawaki a part of the Leaf, maybe that's harm. Oh, is it gonna be the kid? The kid in the OP. Oh. My bad. I missed what she said. Okay, no, they worked. Is he invisible? Oh. Sister, huh? So, Daemon. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this a samurai? They're in the snow area. Oh no. Never mind. It's just like the other people that live here. Uh-oh. Are we gonna see her power or Daemon? Oh shit, did his head just explode? Yep, his head just went boom. Oh my god! Baka. Somehow use their weapons against them? Reflecting, huh? Oh my god. Just the intent, not even like... You don't even have to do the action? Her actual little brother? That's what she said, right? Like, blood relative? Can he turn it off? Mmm. Hmm. Did we know he could do other people? I don't know if we knew that. That might be new. Hmm. So I know how to defeat it later if you go off the wagon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they tease she's powerful, right? I mean, sure, those abilities she has are power in their own way, but like they mention like she'll kill you or something. That means that they must think she's capable of doing that, right? And just watching people and making them like you isn't, in my opinion, the power to kill someone. Shikamaru. I've been watching Blind Wave's reactions to Naruto, and they're at the Shikamaru Shippuden part. Rest in peace, Asuma. Aw. He called her mom in front of him as if he's his child. That's fucking awesome. Come on, man. Look at all the people that care about you. That's your home here. Oh. Yeah, son. I don't even know. Like, Kawaki's wallowing so much, I don't even know if he really realized the way he said it to her, too. He really does treat Kawaki like a son. Hey. Yeah, why not? He helped fix it. It makes it special. Aw, he got a new one? Excuse me, sorry about that. Oh, it's his? Ah, he's gonna use Sasuke's. We're getting so close to episode 1. Kawaki has the normal headband in episode 1, right? And Boruto has the one with the line through it. Hmm. She's such an intuitive child. No. He needs the power to be able to do that, though, right? Yeah, I think we're definitely building up for him. This is awesome. What is the one thing? He's not gonna try to leave on his... Oh shit, that's it! For episode 289. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, is he gonna leave on his own to try to defeat Code by himself? But how does... If he's telling Boruto that Boruto needs the karma in order to defeat Code, and Boruto beat him with the karma, how does he expect to defeat Code, right? Without getting the karma. So I don't know if that's it. So I wonder what his plan is. What's his last resort that I feel like is probably gonna fail, and then he's gonna have to go for the karma. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But that was a good episode. I mean, my favorite part in a while that just made me smile, like, is just the whole thing of Naruto walking up to Kawaki and being like, "Don't tell me that's what you're eating for dinner. Come home, mom's cooking tonight," you know? Like, he just so casually, like, normally when you're talking to someone who isn't your, like, and I know at this point he's pretty much his kid, but I knew that, I just didn't know the way that Naruto treated him, right? And normally, like, since he's so new to the family, he'd say, you know, "Hinata's cooking tonight, you can come over and eat." But no, he said mom's cooking. That, like, just naturally said, and I'm glad it happened before he said, like, "You're my son," you know? Because I feel like it's so natural, like, it coming so naturally in Naruto's speech means it's more true than Naruto just saying it to try to make Kawaki feel like he has a home, right? And I absolutely loved that part. Man, we only have 4 episodes left. Jeez. But yeah, sorry, I saw how many episodes were left. But yeah, I mean, whatchamacallit, that whole thing, that whole scene was just great, throwing him a little welcome home party and everything. It's funny because unless Naruto had, like, a clone ready to, like, tell to do, like, get that set up, it's like they already had that in mind for him without even realizing he's, like, going through some shit, right? So it also wasn't like, oh, they saw how down he was and then they set up the welcome party. It's like they already had it planned, and it's kind of neat how that works out. Like, sometimes that, you know, you could chalk it up to being, like, anime convenience, right? But sometimes that shit happens. Like, sometimes it's almost like a sixth sense, you know, like, where you're really down and you're having, like, a really bad day or a really bad week, and then someone does something in your life that just, like, helps, even though they don't even know that you need that help, right? And maybe they don't even know they're actually helping in what they do, but it does, you know? And it's like, it's just very coincidental, and it's really cool how that can happen sometimes. So I very much appreciated that aspect of this episode. On the other side of things, we had you know, Ada talking to Code a little more about their plan and everything. Ada actually tried to talk Kawaki out of using killing the Hokage. I don't know why. I don't know if I missed a line or something. Like, why doesn't she want the Hokage killed? Is it because has she been watching Kawaki and knows that Kawaki cares about him and doesn't want Kawaki to hate them because of it or something? Or is it, you know, is it something more? Does she know something more? I'm not sure, but I'm really curious. It'll be interesting to see how she plays out, because she doesn't, like, obviously Code, we know his intentions, so he's evil to me. But really, right now, all Ada's, like, goal is to make Kawaki like her. You know, I mean, they're helping each other to that end, which means she's also helping Code achieve his goals, which is something we don't want to happen. So she's, like, indirectly an antagonist, but she hasn't done anything too antagonistic yet. So I'm just curious if there is like a possibility that she could be lying to Code and, you know, not revealing all of her tricks, and maybe she isn't on his side and maybe she turns on them and goes to our side to try to win over Kawaki kind of thing, you know? I don't know. But it's definitely interesting. I think they called her eye power the Sharingan, which is just interesting. What's the other one? I mean, obviously I know I mean, not Rasengan, the Sharingan, and then there is the Rasengan, and then there's the I was trying to. Why can't I think of it? God damn it! It's the eyes that Hinata has and stuff. It's the Byakugan, right? Which I guess is also a Gon. So I wonder if Gon is just like eye. But then why is if it was, I wonder why like the Rasengan is called that, right? I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter the meaning. It's just funny how so many things are like, you know, like I just said, Rasengan, Sharingan, Sharingan, you know, Byakugan. But anyway, that's thought it was interesting. I mean, at least it fits the themes and everything, like eye powers having gone at the end of it, you know. But yeah, we had Daemon, who's her. She said it's her actual little brother, but they're supposed to be like created by Code. I mean, sorry, created by Amado, I think. Maybe those two aren't. Maybe those two are more like Code and Kawaki, where they were people beforehand, and then Amado just altered their bodies rather than just creating. Maybe all of them were people before that then had their bodies altered. It's possible that that is the case. But and maybe I just misinterpreted, thinking he like totally just created these like android things. But anyway, regardless, she said little brother. I'm just gonna go with that. But his ability is to reflect the intent to kill, but it sounded like there's more to it because she didn't want him to go into more detail. So there's probably a way to defeat it, you know, because right there it's like, I wonder what, like, how do you beat that? I guess they did say intent to kill. If you take those words to be like 100%, if your intent is to capture, does that mean your ability doesn't get reflected? Maybe, you know, or maybe it still does and it's just not quite literally kill. Maybe it's just intent to attack. I don't know. But yeah, certainly a interesting power. I don't know fully how it works and stuff like that. I'm sure once the fighting starts, like I said, our characters will figure it out and figure out a way to beat it and learn the ins and outs of it through combat kind of thing. But I like the idea of it. I like reflect damage builds and stuff like that in video games and all that. I just played like a Thorn's Barb in Diablo 4 recently in season 2 of that. So I like it. I like the power. I just wish I understood it more because, you know, some characters have so much like crazy abilities, but usually they, I mean, not always, but a lot of times they have to do some kind of like hand signs or they have to like use their eyes. But it seems like for him, it's just like something that happens. Like, is it an aura around him? Is there a range? Is he actually activating something? Is there something invisible that's allowing him to like do this kind of thing? I don't know. I'm not sure, so we'll see. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Like I said, love the episode. Love the, you know, obviously we have the, I guess I didn't even talk about the karma thing, right? The whole idea that the power is still out there, that, you know, when Ishiki died, the power is still, you know, in this house that just doesn't have a doorway now, and the doorway was removed from Kawaki. If they can rebuild the doorway, he can access the power, but Ishiki's mind is essentially gone, so he won't ever come back, which, I mean, we see Kawaki with that horn a lot. Maybe he just, it might not be Ishiki at all, and maybe it's, I think in the opening we see it, but maybe it's not Ishiki at all. Maybe it's just Kawaki harnessing the power of Ishiki and takes on that form a little bit when he uses it, which also furthers my theory in the last episode that I came up with that maybe Kawaki's the good guy in the very first episode approaching Boruto, and maybe Boruto is the bad guy. I need to watch episode 1 again, because were they even antagonistic? Like, they were... Something tells me they were about to fight, but maybe I'm wrong. I really need to watch that part of episode 1 again, and maybe I'll get more context. Maybe I'll try to do that before next week, or if anything, try to do it before the hiatus starts, so that way I can talk about it with a little bit more confidence, because really, all I can remember from it was Boruto had his, like, karma marks out or whatever, and he turned around and looked at Kawaki, who walked up to him, and Kawaki was standing there with his marks out, so I thought, oh, these guys are about to fight or something. But did they actually do, like, charge at each other and start to fight or something? Or did I make an assumption in the first episode and maybe they're just good friends in the middle of battle, so they have their karmas out, and, you know. But yeah, the theory I came up with last episode, in case you didn't see that one, was that Kawaki would be the good guy in that scene, and then Boruto would be, like, possessed by Momoshiki in that moment or something, and be evil, and Kawaki's there to, like, stop him, kind of thing. It was just a theory, but yeah, he also Boruto gave him his headband, which then Boruto is using Sasuke's headband, which gets us closer to that beginning scene where we see Boruto with the headband with the line through it and everything, but which also could be seeding the fact of Boruto's potential, like, evil arc, you know, kind of thing, is wearing the headband with the leaf symbol crossed out, symbolizing, you know, being a rogue shinobi kind of thing. Or it's just a memento from Sasuke and it has no further meaning. We'll see. But yeah, fun episode, really cool stuff. I imagine whatever Kawaki's gonna do next without, you know, his idea, not needing the karma, something else he can do is gonna fail on him, which is unfortunate, and then he's gonna go to Amado and try to get the karma. I wonder who's in the pod in Amado's room. I don't know what he's up to in there. But they, like, I always call her class rep. I used to know her name. In the beginning of the show, I called her class rep, and then I learned her name for a while, I said it, and then I promptly forgot it again. But either way, the class rep girl, who isn't the class rep girl anymore because they're not even in school anymore. Either way, you know who I'm talking about, like, looked over at it, and I was just like, they pointed it out for a reason, and the camera even panned over to it and showed it to us, so it's like, you know, obviously it's person size, so is he doing more, like, you know, scientific ninja tool people technology? I don't know. But anyways, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Link is in the description below. You can get more content, 2 more episodes ahead. We're getting close to being able to not get more episodes of Boruto ahead here. And it'll be whatever replaces this, which I think I've already told you guys is most likely Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Unless, like, within the next couple days, or within the next couple weeks, I find out that, you know, Boruto's coming off of hiatus, like, very, very soon, then maybe I just take a break and then start it, kind of thing. But most likely gonna start up Jujutsu Kaisen, because I really want to see Season 2 of that. So no poll for that one. I've already done a bunch of polls recently, so I'm just kind of pick what replaces Boruto rather than doing a poll for once. So anyways, thank you guys. I guess I already did my speech. Subscribe, Patreon, all that, links in the description, popping up on screen right about now. Not before, if I said that already, because I talked too much. Bye!